Hey guys, I am Gautam and welcome to GKMX. In this video, I am going to talk about IIT Bombay Energy Science and Engineering Department. That is after JAM. If you want to take admission in MSc dual degree program in IIT Bombay, if your rank is more than 500 and more than 800 and likely to be 1500 also, then you can get into it with just you have to face only one interview, okay, at IIT Bombay in this department, energy science and engineering, and you have to be student from physics, chemistry and mathematics, okay. So the minimum requirement is for SC ST it's likely 50%, and for OBC and general it's like to 55% likely to be the same as the JAM examination to get into IITs, okay. So if you are not getting into IITs, if you are not getting any NITs, then you can get into it. It's of course IIT Bombay, it's one of the best institute in India. So basically what happens, you have to face one interview before getting into it, and if you have qualified the interview, then you can easily get into it without any hesitation. And just know before the interview process, just you have to know something that you should take care of. And I am telling you because last year I went for the IIT Bombay interview, and now and I can tell you what about the interview process and many more things, okay. So just keep watching. So first I am going to talk about the interview process, and so let me take out some basics of this department. So it's almost a new department, but it's very good department because last year they shifted their old buildings to new buildings. There is a very fast buildings, and for research purpose, because it's a dual degree program, so you can have the most of the cases you can have the research particular things like that, not the something MSc then PhD, not like that, just research oriented things, okay. So that's why it's almost good, and it's almost very helpful to you if you are interested in that particular area. Suppose you are not interested in other things, like if you are from chemistry, then if you are not interested in solar cell like research and solar cell like things, then you can also get in the same department in the electrochemical cells, that is battery cells research area like that, then hydrogen generation, then that biochemicals things like that, okay. To get only this department is for energy research, nothing else, only for energy research. Just remember, if you are not interested, then you should not go for it, but my suggestion is just go for it. Believe me, it's a very good institute, and almost you are getting IIT Bombay, that's also a very good things. But if you're not interested in that, but then don't go for it. It's not like that it's IIT Bombay, so you should go for this. Whatever, that's your own opinion. So I just want to share my experience, what was the interview process and like that things. So basically what happens when you are getting into it, so you just need accommodation. So for accommodation, that is hostel accommodation, and believe me, the hostels are very clean, very good hostels they will provide you, okay. So you just need an accommodation to if you want to stay over there before 1 or 2 nights, then they will provide you hostel, of course with a minimum price, that means only 300 to 500 rupees maximum, or 300 per night or 600 for 2 nights like that, okay. So for that you just have to go for IIT Bombay Energy Science and Engineering Department website, and you will get the link in the description below for that, and just go for it and fill up the form, and you will get the accommodation for the hostel, and you have to pay right now, and then you will get all the accommodation process. And the interview is going to held on 15th and 16th May. So one important thing before I am going to that into interview process, just suppose your interview date is they already provided, I have seen that already provided the interview process, everything like that, who will appear in the interview for the interview on 15th May, and who will appear for the interview on 16th May. They have been already provided they are provided all the things, okay. So if your interview date is 15th May, you can easily change it to 16th May if you have any other things, any other schedule on 15th May, okay. So that is possible, okay. So you just have to mail them, and then you will easily, they will shift the date to 16th May. And what happens with me, or happens to me, that I was that is date like 18 or 19th May, okay. So I went for it the 18th May, but it was late. I was late, and likely to be its interview process starting from 8:30 a.m. and I was there at afternoon, okay. So because of my trains was getting late, so that was the reason. So I just told them that can I change the interview date, and they already provided me another date, another time, that is with others, that is the 19th May. Okay, so here it's also possible 15th to 16th May, or if you want to change it from 16th to 15th May, that is also possible. Okay, so that's all about the things, other things. And what kind of research you will get, that is I have already told you: photovoltaic cell, solar thermal, solar research, hydrogen generation, and future so electrochemical cells, that is about battery, and nuclear research, nuclear engineering, like things, nuclear energy generation, and this kind of many more things. That is everything is related to the energy systems. Okay, so energy related, that is that is the future of the world, because oil and like that gas, these like the things are not the future, because they will one day everything will be finished. Okay, so now we should go for the conventional, non-conventional energy, that is about this department, IIT Bombay Energy Science and Engineering department. So before getting into it, you just have to face one interview, and I am going to tell about that interview process. Okay, so what was my experience? That first let me tell you that the first thing is about like every interview, they will ask you one selected topics. They will ask you tell me from what topic you just we can ask you questions. Okay, so you just have to tell that particular topic. So my suggestion will be, don't prefer from chemistry, then don't tell organic chemistry. Tell inorganic chemistry or physical chemistry. Okay, they don't like organic chemistry because organic chemistry is like not related to these things. Okay, energy research like things. So basically tell the physical chemistry or inorganic chemistry, or basically if you can tell any chapter, then that is gonna be very, very good. Okay, otherwise just go for the physical chemistry or inorganic chemistry, any chapter from physical and inorganic chemistry. That I told them electrochemistry, okay, and electrochemical part. Okay, so electro and chemical. So they asked me questions from electrochemical first, and the first question not from the electrochemistry, but the question was like that. Let me remember. Okay, the question was the ammonia generation. Ammonia generation means from hydrogen and nitrogen. They wrote on equation. They wrote on equation N2 plus H2 equals to ammonia, and the delta H value was minus 40 kJ per mole. So the first the question was just balance the equation. Yeah, that's the question. The balance the equation. So I just balanced the equation. Okay. Then they asked what is this reaction? There is exothermic or endothermic reaction. As the delta H is negative, that is minus 40 kJ per mole, so that will be opposite exothermic reaction. I told them. Then the question was, what happens if we increase the temperature? So that is about the Le Chatelier's principle. Okay, and then they asked what will happen if we increase or decrease the pressure? That is also dependent. You can explain with Le Chatelier's principle, and I told them that things. Okay, then the question was like from chemical part, not electron, chemical part. That is, they asked about mixed valence oxide, mixed metal oxide. So Fe2O3 like that questions, and there Fe2O3, Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus, both ions are present, both metal ions are present. So they asked me what kind of metal, what kind of complex is this metal. So I did not answer this, because I just spinel, intraspinel, I was telling them, but they wanted to listen that word, that is mixed metal oxide. Okay, so just they told me about this answer, and they actually if you are not familiar with any question, they will help you a lot. Okay, before and if you are not getting any answers, then they will give the answers in the interview process. Okay, if you are not selected, then also they will give you the answers. Okay, all the answers of all those questions. Okay, so that is about the basic interviews, and then they will ask some other things like personal matters, what I like, what I didn't, what was my hobby, what is my hobby, everything. Okay, so then they asked one mathematical problem, that is y equals to mod x, and they just wanted to draw me to the graph of y equals to mod x. So that was very, very easy. Okay, that kind of easy questions they will ask in your interview also. So don't think that they will ask very tough questions, very, very important, very deep questions like that. Not like that. they will ask some important questions and some basic things that is about from class 11, 12, and some things like graduation. Okay, some let's say some questions of what is molarity, what is normality, what is the relation between molarity and normality, what is equivalent mass, how do you calculate the normality or from equivalent mass. Okay, these kind of things and like that. Okay, so as my suggestion is, as it is energy research and engineering, so energy research institute, energy research department, so just tell any topic that is about the energy system. That is, I was telling about the electrochemistry, and you should, whatever topic you will suggest them, they just read right now that topic. Okay, so just so that what happens when you are for the interview, then the questions they will ask from that topic, you should face them and you can answer them. Okay, so just get prepared for the topic. Okay, so that's all about these things, and whatever things I would if you have any questions, then you can ask me in the comment below. Okay, I will try to answer. Okay, so otherwise whatever I don't think anything is left. Okay, so just one more thing, just go for the accommodation, otherwise you will not get any kind of hotel like that. Okay, so go for the IIT Bombay accommodation. If you are not getting, okay, I am just joking, if you are not getting into IITs, then also you can tell that you are for 1 or 2 days in IIT Bombay. Okay, that was of course a very good experience, and their food, their culture, they're quite different from the outside. Okay, so just go for it, enjoy, and go for the interview, and don't get tensed, because the interview process is very easy. Just you have to clear the basic, and whatever you have read till today or till 14th May or 15th May, that is what you are going to face. Otherwise, if you are saying that okay, I don't read, that's actually not happened, because I didn't read anything till this date. That's not possible. So whatever thing, just they will. Sorry, it's too hot over here. Sorry. Whatever. So that's all about these things, and thank you. Thanks for watching.